Start my Saturday off with hauling some junk. No idea how long this stuff's been sitting on the ground, but Andy got himself a little load and haul it hopefully to the landfill, I guess. And he's gonna put 3 logs on my rig. I'm gonna follow him out. When you're not feeling quite like you got the arm in the morning, you cheat. Here's my little load. Got me running this thing all morning. Cut one cut. Been here 5 minutes. Well, we don't have to haul this rotten stuff too far. But I was looking at my trailer and the lights aren't on. And I was like, oh hell, I'm not gonna have trailer brakes. But I looked down and my connection's on for my, you see a little C down there on it? So that means I still have trailer brakes. It's still connected, but I kicked the plug in when I was chaining down. So luckily we don't have to go that far, and I'm following Andy. I don't know the address, so I still got trailer brakes, so we're still safe. I imagine we still have brake lights if the trailer lights still work, or the trailer brakes. So we got a nice little homemade mill, or not a homemade mill, but I mean a homemade building for their mill. And these things are just too junk, so they're gonna ditch them over there somewhere. Stay on the trailer. Well, the owner said these are too rotten, so they're just gonna store them over here in a pile and leave them for dead. Obviously, I mean, they're pretty bad, but they had to get them out of the other piece of property. Went back to the house, dropped off the trailer, gonna go meet up with the low boy guy. He still hasn't called, so I'm gonna head over there, make sure it starts, but I figured I better spend $1 million on fuel, fill up both tanks. Guess you didn't have any trouble backing up over at that last job, huh? Backed right out of there?
Which one was that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I locked them in. Plus, I dropped a lot of bark.
Yeah.
So I have stuff to run on.
Oh, locking her up. I guess he's going to go right where I'm at. You can tell him he can go down there a little bit farther. We got a different driver today than we had the other day, and it didn't rain. See if we get this thing stuck. Worst comes, I'll have to just get behind him and push him. I've had to do that before. Tell him to follow. Well, he didn't hit the gate post, somebody else did.
Throw this in right now. The truck driver, semi-driver, lowboy driver, he normally drives the rental yard's rollback truck, not the big trailer kind of a setup. So he is not really used to it, and he shows it right here. But we'll get him out of it. Everybody's got a situation like this. You just gotta make it happen.
Oh, he's gonna get her stuck on a tree. Oh, we got him in there farther than the last 2 guys did. Has he got him locked? Oh, he's stuck. I'll have to push him. Well, we'll see how this shakes out. I'd like for that lowboy guy just to back down in here a little bit more. He got a little bit off track, and that was kind of the best we were going to get, I think, out of him. The other guy did it first try, no problem. And didn't have to come this far down. He kept his drives up there on something solid. But he just... I'm going to see if they can back up, because at this point, I'm just going to be pushing him into the tree. He needs to come down here some more. Then he can probably, if he got a run at it, I think he might be all right. I'm gonna go up there and talk to him. So I feel like I'd just be pushing him and tree down. If we hit it, who cares? Keep it coming. He's gonna skim it a little bit. Oh, we're good. Shit, he's not quite gonna. I'll push. Hell, even that didn't quite work out the way I was hoping, but I don't know, maybe I guess he could lock him in, but he can't make the corner if he locks him in, apparently. So we'll just give him a little, how you doing? If he can keep her loose. Don't stop, bud, don't stop. I barely even touched him. Won't do it unless you push on it with the machine, kind of a thing. But it would never make it. You know, just that little, oh, is he gonna hit that tree? How in the... This guy just, he ain't looking at Andy at all. Gosh dang it. Man. Jesus. And he's gonna haul the machine. Andy and I were just talking about getting a semi so I can haul this. Well, I don't even know if I can turn the turret around once I got up there. He's probably freaking blood boiling. Well, that was nerve-wracking. I didn't even film it because there's no way. Everybody else is trying to figure out if I'm centered and all that. Just gonna get her tucked and drop this. That looked very comfortable loading that thing?
Well, I'm glad it's you. I'm not used to that thing.
Oh,
You kept it right on that edge, so.
It was such a pain the other morning. With having the dew on it, that kind of got my nerves going a little bit. Stupid thing. But felt better today. And really, if it would have been raining right now, I'd have been like, nah. Oh. Get it. It's compacting my driveway here. Other way. That'll work. Loading or unload it in a easy spot this time. Level. He just told me there's multiple drivers at this place and they got rollback trucks and stuff, and he says most of the time the other drivers like to drive this one, so he's like, oh, whatever, I don't care. You drive it, and he drives the other one, so he didn't have much seat time with this truck. He just got a little bit of seat time and turning around, and I would say a difficult spot to turn around, being that it just rained and everything. So this should be no problem for him to turn around. Then I got a buddy coming by to bring me some railroad rails. So I got some corners for when I put my fence in. Oh, he's hitting it perfect this time. Perfect. You keep coming. There you go. Hopefully it doesn't spin. Don't spin, don't spin. Perfect. I need to get the rest of this filled in with gravel. We'll get there eventually. Anyway, the Belco brought it back here. This is the first time it's been here ever. Been at Dad's for the last 2 years. I brought it down here a while back. It's got this goofy finishing bucket. It's like from a backhoe or something. I'm not probably going to use that initially, but I'm going to do some dirt work up top. I'll go get the 4-foot bucket for this. From Dad's house when I start doing the dirt work, and then it needs to fix itself really, or I'll have to fix it. The relay to turn on the injection pump fuel is not kicking on, so I have to mechanically put the solenoid up so it turns the fuel on. Other than that, she did perfect. The last day of the job, it gave that issue, but shoot, it's been working great when things popped in there. Oh, look at that. Got a stick. Super medieval way to do it. You want to be on video there, Cash 150, 150? He's hooking me up. A little bit. Whoa, come on, baby. What'd you guys think of his backing up skills? Definitely made the situation a little bit more exciting, being the fact that he had not driven that truck hardly at all, and it just rained, so the ground is a little bit slick. But the previous driver, like I mentioned, he managed to somehow keep his drives right up there on the edge of the asphalt, and he turned around up in there. I did it with my gooseneck, and I'm not trying to say my gooseneck behind my little 5500 Dodge is the same thing, but I do have 4-wheel drive, and it's easier for me to turn and stuff, pretty much 4-wheel driving it, where he could lock it up and it kind of turns him into follow the tracks. But my setup realistically isn't too much shorter than his, but it's just a little bit more flexible. That truck, had he kept it up on top, that would have been nice, but no matter what, I see nothing wrong with what he did because we worked through it as a team, and it's fine. He's out there learning. I'm sure he got a little bit hot under the sweater because you ever been in those situations? If you're just watching on the sidelines, it's really easy to critique a good old boy just trying to do his job, and he may or may not have a lot of experience. Anybody, I don't care what, if you're the best in the world, every once in a while you're gonna kind of mess up or get in a spot where just Mother Nature takes grab of you and you got no traction and you need a little bit of help. That's perfectly fine. We're there to make sure it happens. But I was not looking forward to loading that machine up in that position on that trailer. We ordered that trailer, that rental yard, to come out there because we've had that trailer in there several times before. But somewhere along the lines, the rental yard, they decided they're like that plastic composite stuff that they have for the decking of that trailer, I guess it was getting chewed up or something too much, so they put on the tail of that trailer just like 16-inch wide steel plate, and they put these little, it's like a 1/4-inch little rib for traction on there. They're completely wore off, and that thing is terrible steel on steel. I do not look forward to loading that thing up. I loaded it, like I said in the video, early in the morning the other day. You might have seen the other video. I cut it out. It was like 5 minutes of me trying to just get it to go up the trailer. It was like Andrew when he was trying to load that that little Bobcat thing, or that little, what do you call those little yellow old school tractors he got on his new little pintle trailer. It got a little sketchy every time, and I don't want to get sketchy with a 42,000 pound excavator going up this thing. But anyway, guy did good. Comment below what you guys thought of it. I wanted to ask you guys something because my experience with a pintle trailer behind a dump truck or 10-wheel truck is absolutely none. Nothing at all. But this excavator weighs 42,000 pounds. Now, when I talk about loading up 20-some thousand pound machines on my goosenecks, weight distribution, putting load on your truck, that all comes into play. So, like I said, 42,000 pound excavator. We bought a 40,000 pound pintle trailer for behind the logging truck. Bought that trailer to haul the skidder, which weighs less than 30. It'll do that no problem. But we had this wild idea. I don't know if this would work, but obviously if you stayed under GVW and stuff, but I'm just talking about, is it safe? Is it practical to get, let's say, a 10-wheel dump truck with tag axle or something? I want something a little bit longer wheelbase. I've seen Dirt Perfect towing that big bulldozer behind his dump truck on a pintle, and it seemed to get a little sketchy on the hills. Would it be practical to get a dump truck and tow our 20-ton pintle trailer hauling this machine? What is your guys' experience with that? And I'm trying to gather a little bit of information, because next year we're gonna make some jumps. I'm gonna say it'll probably happen. I don't like to talk about something and not make it a reality, because it's just wasting my time and your time now. So if I'm talking about it, it's something I'm setting up towards making it happen. But anyway, comment that below. Let me know. This is something I would like to actually get some experience from. If you guys have my Instagram, Samson_Andrew_ or just VBeltonSon, or you can find me VBeltonSon@gmail.com. Send me some information or some photos of what you guys been hauling. I'm curious to see if this would work out. It'd be awesome if it would, because then that would put us into a different category and we wouldn't need to get a lowboy to haul us around, because it's kind of a pain to jump through hoops to get anybody to haul your stuff. I've said that before. I'll say it every time. If you have your own equipment transport, you're way better off. Even guys that said, no, I just hire somebody to move my stuff. Those guys went and got their own equipment transport. So figure it out. But anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one. Hit that subscribe button. Check out VBeltonSon.com. Buy some stuff.